dismantle this. How can it be full? Wow, I'm dumb. Yep, I'm dumb. Okay, back to my previous planet. I forgot to offload a bunch of items before I left, so I was just going to because I built a new base that I like a lot better than my old base. But my old base still has purpose because in orbit of that planet is platinum deposits, so... AJ.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. What? Comedy
Think about
Central. I did, and I figured it out. Because I'm
Good.
awesome.
Good stuff.
Because see, double stuff. Oreos, see? See what you did? See?
Was that a fat joke? I didn't appreciate that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Wow, I
yeah,
have
man.
30 salvage data. This is too much.
So, yeah, man, I'm doing stuff that is...
I'm in a multiplayer instance if you want to hang out. Or I can come to your one.
Funny enough, I'm on the planet where you have a base. I'm kind of in the middle of... I keep finding side missions. I don't know why. They just pop up, and I'm learning how to basically do what you already did. Building up the base and making glass. I hired one of those space contractors. And now I just gotta do the scientist. The scientist.
Yeah, I'm
you know,
wanting to move my
scientist.
scientist and all that, but apparently I'm
What do
not
they do?
producing
Like,
enough power. So
what do they do? What is the point of all this?
So they progress some of the story. So
Okay.
like the one, the scientist at least, he progresses the Atlas missions.
Okay. Okay, well, then it's definitely worth doing then. Worth doing.
So Brandon, what are you playing?
There's no thrusters.
When are you going to be able to 3D print my my chess set for me? For monies. No. That's asking, me to have, remembered that thing you asked me to do. Okay, maybe now I'm producing enough power to not run out of power during the daytime. Or I mean nighttime. Yeah, AJ, I was telling Brandon,
more...
I accidentally, I was going to go get rid of my scientist and that on my one base and move them to my new base, but I did not have any space in my inventory, so it yelled at me.
It'd say stop doing that.
Pretty much.
Honestly, I'm just on the grind because I want to make my my exo Minotaur thing. I finally made a Jeep, and I'm so happy. But of course, the planet I'm on is full of islands. So every time I drive a significant distance, I have to either make a bridge or... Oh, potential scientist. Oh, yeah, I'm in a Korvax control place, so I'm good. I'm good. Excellent.
But yeah, they
Yeah,
also give you blueprints, so...
Yes. Yeah, the Space Anomaly has been great because all of those things I've been stacking up allow me to buy a bunch of
there's my
blueprints. Well, now I know how to build stuff.
Yeah, I need to go to the anomaly because I'm holding 30 different salvage data right now.
Oh, yeah. Cash that in.
But AJ, you gotta come check out my base.
I absolutely will. I need ideas.
It's vastly expanded past what I had originally done.
The one on the planet...
Yeah, the first paradise planet that I came and visited you on.
Okay, so it's
I have,
honestly right
you know, I did what I said. I have a landing pad and everything, so...
Oh, it's right around the corner. I'm pretty close to it. I just have to figure out this puzzle. Let's see. 2, 7, 3, 8, 7. Oh, this is simple.
My refinery room. It's a round room, so it's kind of smaller. I'm trying to find where I want to put these scientists now.
You are such a space contractor.
Basically, yeah. Fine. You just live there. Scientist. Nope, don't go down those steps.
Wait, what? You're right there,
Yeah, I was just yelling at it. Let's see. Do I have any glass? No, I need to do some glass. Because the room I put them in now only has 2 windows, and it's very sad. Who'd want to work in a room with only 2 windows?
I work in a basement with... Oh, nope, 3 windows. Sorry.
Oh no, not the Morlocks! You know, Brandon, often you don't give me the answer I'm looking for, but you give me the answer I didn't even know I wanted. Wait, how many walls? 1, 2, 3. No, I need more glass.
Wow. This dude did a... I knew I shouldn't have agreed... Well, actually, it worked out. Never agreed to procedures with the Korvax. Or you can and see what happens, because it's just... It was a hoot.
Yeah, I once knew I should have shook his hand, but I didn't.
Oh
and,
no, this was full on, hey, I was just gonna brain scan you, and do you agree to this procedure? And then he totally, like, took some of my brain out, but he gave me some nice gifts. He gave some nice parting gifts.
as long as he gave you parting gifts, I mean.
He definitely did. They were kind of worth it. Kind of worth the brain parts.
What am I missing? Oh, son of a...
Exactly. See?
You know,
Oh, you don't need that. Let me get that for you. Ah, jeez.
okay. Seriously? How do I not... Mm-hmm. Okay, I have to free up more room in the starship. Chromatic, I need Herox. I can move storage. Selenium, storage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Nice. An S-class ballcaster module. That'll fetch a pretty penny.
If you come to my base, I'm going to be in orbit because apparently I need more silver because I'm trash and
I can
I'm
give
running
you
out.
some.
Oh,
Oh,
you
I
know.
forgot. I'm not in the. I'm not in your thing.
Yep.
Crap. Alright, time to go to the station. Or, actually...
That's funny. I forgot I had my freighter and the anomaly both parked right outside of the planet.
That's new.
Yeah, Brandon, you should really reinstall it. They have made vast improvements since you and I first played this game. It's actually fairly fun. How's Hillary doing? And are you doing okay? I did. Any side effects? But otherwise, it's all good? Oh. You could have said because, and that would have been a fine enough reason for me. Right. I'm sure they understand. No. How shocking. Yeah, I wouldn't let it bother you. Hey Jay, let me know if you hop into my multiplayer if you want me to hop into yours.
I might want to hop into yours, because I kind of want to go back to that. Oh crap, there's a hole.
I don't know that planet, you'll have to remind me.
Yeah, it was the
The one that has the platinum in orbit?
Nah, it was the red one, the Hex planet, with all the hexagonal shapes.
Oh, yeah.
I think there are robot pets there, so I kind of want to go there. because the whole planet was mechanical.
Okay. To get out of the asteroid field, there's a criminal I can go chase down. I'm telling you, Brandon, it's been a lot of fun.
Nice. Definitely like those nanites. Yo, these headphones are sick. If I turn left, I hear my car's motor out of the left, like, I'm not in it, but I hear the motor on the left side. If I walk to the right, I hear the motor out of the right side of the headphones.
That's funny.
That I did not notice. And these are the Stealth 600 by
Turtle Beach?
Turtle Beach? Yeah. What type of PlayStation?
4 or 5?
Oh, 4. Oh, this just has USB. This model. Yeah, it doesn't have the optical. Yeah, but what's great is it works with my PC also.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is excellent. Yeah, it's great. Yo. Whose ship is that? That ship is massive. Oh man, see, I keep getting sidetracked, bro. I'm sorry.
You're okay. I've got my silver, so now I can go decorate and put more windows in, so.
There's a crashed ship the size of... I don't know what.
See,
the size
Brandon understands me. He gets why I like decorating, so you see. He's not surprised by this. Ah, good. Ah, now they have a view. My scientists can now look out the windows and appreciate the scenery and the rainbow in the horizon.
You're one heck of a boss, giving all your employees windows.
Alright, what was I working on this base? That's right. I was going to expand. Basically, I'm taking a page from your diving board idea and I'm building my base to
Nice.
be freestanding above the lake.
Very, very cool. Yeah, there's a crashed freighter here with all kinds of pods and such
Nice.
that I didn't really anticipate finding. It was just next to... Because first I see this big wheel-looking thing sticking out of it.
I suppose this would get me there.
You know, why am I getting out and running? This is dumb. And I spent all this time making my dune buggy. And out of reflex, I still go out and walk around. And leave the dune buggy just sitting there like, oh, I wish someone would come drive.
Let's see, how much glass do I need right now? I'll take 15. It's a good amount, right?
Oh yeah. Salvage materials from the wreck.
See, in typical fashion, my structures are always very obnoxious and over the top.
What's up? Hi.
Hi, Kaya. That's funny. Who's? Why can I not look up? Oh, and of course now I'm out of gold. Why wouldn't I be out of gold? I tell you, just when I'm getting into a decorating mood, and then I run out of everything I need.
Stop doing that. Don't do that.
You're not wrong. I don't have any gold on my freighter. Wait, I have plenty of gold. Why is it telling... Oh. I have to move it to my suit, that's why. I'll just go inside and put the door in. I hear a dryer going. It's gotta be AJ.
Of course I do.
Well, you would be the experts. So Brandon, I think you'll get a kick out of this. I was watching, so Pauline had heard about this new show, like a dog show, so obviously we had to watch it. And, the guy was from Oakland, and he was basically saying how, he's like, yeah, if you can get out of Oakland, it's like, not many do. And I was like, wow, that's harsh, but probably true. close enough to my starship now? May I please? There we go. Did you ever see the A Knight's Tale movie with Heath Ledger? Oh. In one scene in that, the one character, because, like, you know, Heath Ledger's character basically rode a horse into a church, like, coming to talk to her and hit on her. And the priest is like, "Ladies, are you not outraged?" And she's like, yes, I am, but, you know, I laugh, but to keep from crying." Alright. Got my observation dome here. Alright. This is great. Let me put some ramps in so it's truly like a diving board getting out. Alright. Well, that's done. I almost need a teleporter to get to one end of my base to the other quickly. It's rather pathetic.
No, what's wrong with that?
It seems excessive.
So, I'm scouting out this freighter. I find a terminal and it just says radiation leak detected. So I, you know.
So I found that whenever you try to loot something in a crashed freighter, it'll end up doing a radiation leak on you.
And that's it?
Well, no, you get items. They're probably just either in your inventory or you need to go back after the radiation dissipates.
Salvage freight. Yep, I got it. You were right.
So I found the Quicksilver guy, but where do I get the missions to?
Oh, you mean in the space anomaly?
Uh-huh.
It should be right next to that. The big sphere-looking thing has the missions.
Big sphere-looking thing. Oh. Oh.
Found it?
Hunt dangerous pirates.
Yep, you found it.
Hmm. Is there a time limit that I have to do this?
Oh, to do what?
That mission?
I don't think so.
Oh, nope, yep. It gave me literally a minute and a half to get back to my ship and leave the anomaly.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is a longer battle than I expected it to be. Not that I mind. I want that Quicksilver so I can start getting all the cool items.
Yeah, there's a lot of... Is it all cosmetic stuff, or other stuff?
No, I think some of it's functional.
Okay, good. I saw a little bit of both.
Yes, I have destroyed 70 starships. Thank you. Okay, and I completed my mission. Awesome.
Oh, if you complete a milestone, go and get your nanites.
We're gonna go turn this in and then. So you can do up to 3 of these missions a day?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I got unstable plasma and a heap of quicksilver. Alright, well, let me go. What was that? Okay, I need to research the curved corridor. Excellent. I need to research the biodome, the viewing sphere, and the large glass panel. See, the only downside is that I really do need to, like, dismantle a lot of my base to rebuild it now that I'm getting these different corridor things.
Now you're talking. Dismantle.
So I need, let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I need 18 more and I'll have all of the large prefabs done. And then I can start unlocking teleport cables and things like that.
What is that? What is a teleport?
There's a short-range teleporter. I wasn't joking when I said I need to have something so I can go from one side of my base to the other.
You ever get hit with a spaceship while you're trying to cross over in a space station?
Only once.
I almost did.
But I do want to also get an antimatter reactor because it just builds antimatter for you all the time.
Oh, so you don't have to worry about fuel. Good news.
But I need 20 to research that, so... Brasnagan. You are very witty. Do I hunt pirates again? If I knew where to collect storm crystals, I might do that one. But let's be honest, I just want to get the quicksilver, so...
Oh, the scientist. You see? He was a scientist.
Indeed.
So, I gotta set up that joke. It's from The Expanse. And,
Which season? Because I'm still just in 2.
Oh no, the first one. This is first
Oh, nice.
season.
Then I probably will know this.
So, Miller and, I forgot the other guy's name, were asking about who, was intentionally infecting people with the protomolecule. And they were like, and he's asking one of the belts, one of the what are they called? The Black Sky, yeah, one of the gangsters. He was like, yeah, this guy, he was hiring us to set up all this equipment all over the station. Okay, well, who is he? He's, scientist. See, he was a scientist, and then they beat.
That's right.
They proceed to pistol whip him just for wasting their time. Oh, the scientist. Let me tell you about him. See, he was a scientist. That's it. That's all you got.
The whole kit and caboodle.
See, scientist. See, he was a scientist. all you hear is the metal hitting his face. Why? Why did you waste my time?
You know, it's so satisfying shooting ships down in this game.
Yeah, you see the trails as they crash, which is great. Light Star. You see, he was a Light Star.
Another milestone.
Yeah, I noticed they do that a lot.
I'm a
which
legend.
Is good,
Destroyed 80 starships now. Brandon, you're doing wonders for my ego today. In a world where people fly to the anomaly.
Whatever happened to that guy?
COVID and, nobody went to the movies for a while. Movie
trailer guy. He did?
Oh, well, shit.
Oh, man. Well, R.I.P. to him. I've heard his voice dozens of times.
Wait, yes, the documentary about voiceovers. Oh, yeah, okay.
What's the title? Oh, really? Oh, well, that's funny. Okay. What is it on? Is it on Netflix or what? Okay. I'll check it out, because I actually like that guy's voice. Not even... John LaFontaine? Okay, cool. Don LaFontaine. Okay. Good to know. But I honestly like that guy's voice.
I'm apparently supposed to kill 57 monstrosities.
Oh.
But it was the last mission that would give me Quicksilver, so I had to do it.
Hope your bolt caster's ready. Because you're gonna be doing some shooting.
Actually,
you can put weapons on your...
It actually beamed me to another part of the galaxy.
Oh.
So, I'm flying to an infestation site. But it's weird, the asteroids are all very green outside of this planet. It's an arid planet.
Would you sell an S-Class Boltcaster for 500 nanites? I got it for free from that,
if you're not going to use it, you may as well.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use it, because I think I have one already.
An S-Class one?
Oh no, that is for the pulse spitter, which I don't have yet. But I am gonna get in a second. So, actually I don't have. Alright. So, no. Glad I checked.
This is going to suck, isn't it?
Do you have to do it on foot, or can you use one of your vehicles?
Well, I only have my starship. I don't have anything else yet.
Okay. I should have sold it. I got terrible rolls on it. Really bad rolls. For an S-Class one. Yeah. Oh well. Not a big deal. Alright. Let's go back. Do I have anything else to sell that I should sell and get rid of?
Wow. This is really troubling. I have to actually piss off the whispering eggs. I normally try not to piss them off. Let's see.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, here we are. Yep, keep coming at me. Yep, that's fine.
Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro.
Wonder if my blaze javelin would do anything to them.
Do you have any grenade launchers or anything like that?
No, just a blaze javelin.
Did it work?
And I'm gonna try once I kill a couple of them, so there's less of them. Alright, so... it's sort of working. I mean, I feel like I'm not accomplishing as much as I would just with my bolt caster though, so... Okay, let's see. What can I move? What can I move? Move this to there. Move that nowhere. What else do we got? Oh, no wonder why. I have a lot of lemium. Okay, good enough.
On load screens, you do a set of weights. So you can see how many, anytime I use a portal, gotta up, do some curls.
Yeah, Brandon, isn't that noble of him? Every time he's on the load screen, he works out.
I do a set. Yeah. Why? Are
That
there
was
more than...
hilarious.
Why is that? Tell me
There's
the science
like
behind
instant no load screens.
Oh, you mean even playing No Man's Sky?
Well, I mean, technically warping is a load screen, I suppose, if you want to be very particular about it, but...
Yeah, that's what I meant. Ken, you made me a really good base. I gotta thank you for that.
Hey, no worries. I can actually do a better one now that I've learned some more recipes. I can actually do an observation dome on it now for you.
Hey, man.
What was that?
Micropressors and advanced refiners. And they'll clean the windows.
Yeah, I made
That's
a
what
base
he
with windows for him. Alright, I have to piss off one more egg because I'm one short. Yes, yes, biological horrors. Pissed off, got it.
What'd you do to piss them off?
I touched their eggs.
Say no more.
That was not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, good.
Let's see if there's anything I can loot from this base, and... Is there a discovery thing around here I can... Ah, there it is. It's important to always map out wherever you are.
It's true.
Hadanoya's Drift. And, since I'm here, I'll find the space station wherever it is. And I'll go visit that real quick. And that way, I can come back to this place again.
With this game, there's so much... Everything changes into something else. You start one thing, and then you see something else, and that changes into something else, and then it starts a secondary mission. It's kind of crazy.
So that's what's great about the game, though.
I mean, can't lie.
And I mean, I can upgrade my spacesuit now that I've been here, so see, this is just wonderful.
You know how this started?
But
I was doing the mission with the underwater base. It asked me to, you know, go over here and collect stuff from an underwater base, because I just made the submarine. No problem, I said. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. Of course, there's these two huge monsters sitting on top of the base, and my submarine has no weapons. So I said I'll just go back and get some weapons, put some weapons on it I'll get blueprints, I mean. That was maybe 45 minutes ago. I totally got sucked into like 3 other things, and if not more. Super easy, barely an inconvenience.
oh my god.
Where do you OMG?
There's apparently a weapons terminal I'll be able to build at some point.
Oh, good. If you have the space, don't throw out your goop. You can turn into nanites.
Which goop?
Any of the goop, any of the slime or goop.
Yeah, also the rusty stuff, I think.
Yes.
I need to get better at doing that, like, before I log off for the day. Just, you know. The. You know, I don't know why, but I love picking the,
Picking the what?
the mystery symbol when I ask for language
Yes.
help. I'm just
I
like,
hear you.
whatever you want to teach me, that's fine. Life forms offering me pity. What else is new? Okay, talk to everybody on this side. I learned 150 words apparently now.
It's good.
Okay, check out what the... So it has more slots. Yeah, maybe I should mix and match some of the,
Some of the what?
maybe I should do some of the missions that give you units. Because I am finding myself running a little bit low on units now.
Just...
Because, I mean, I favored the Quicksilver missions, but there are a couple that, you know,
that give you money,
would have
yeah.
given, like, almost a million. I really do need to build an exocraft.
Yeah, man. Especially when you're underwater.
Officer Lug.
Oh, you big lug. So I need 2 of these things. One is right here. Actually... So yeah, I got plans for weapons terminal.
You got the plans for the weapons terminal?
Yeah, bud.
Nice. Where'd you get that?
The overseer for my base just told me to get microprocessors, and I've been stacking those.
Alright, well I just need to take a portal from where I am back to my planet, and then I will hop up to the Nexus. And then I should be able to come back here again. I am still trying to figure out that whole thing with, that you can't get to the bases you've been to before.
I don't know, but I just, like, make sure I have enough chromatic metal, and I just build base computers everywhere. it's a fine workaround. It's not a big deal.
Great. Apparently I have to actually just go outside and get the anomaly here.
Yeah.
Because it says if I teleport away, it won't give me credit for it, so... That is annoying.
Damn. Okay, so they're all on the freighter. Okay. Okay, so that's what the foundations do. Okay, good to know.
So, I'm curious. It seems like it's going to let me do another mission, but... Is that accurate? Will it actually let me do it, or...
Oh,
because I thought you could only do 3 missions a day.
I don't know. I've never done the community missions.
Yeah, well, seems like it's letting me do it, so...
So, both of these things require I kill sentinels now. No problem. Let's go back to the space anomaly. Get me some more firepower. So what do you like better? Do you like the,
Oh wow, that's a beautiful planet.
Do you like the pulse spitter, or do you like the bolt caster?
I don't know, I pretty much have only used the one that it told me to. Or whatever I have, I've not really...
Alright. I will try...
Dude, I think I found the perfect planet for you. For your underwater base.
Really?
It's a ocean planet.
Tell me about it. Crap. I'm actually gonna head to your base right about now, because I want to see it. So before I head up to the anomaly, and plus I want an excuse to get my moon buggy. Moon buggy. This looks like one of Rick and Morty's planets. One of the ones they randomly go to.
Right.
Just gotta remember not to drive into the holes. Do not drive into the holes. I see it. I see Babylon 5.
I feel like I needed you for this mission because it's definitely an underwater mission.
Yeah, you could have used the sub. Or we could use the sub.
I didn't know it was going to be on an ocean planet.
So you have a landing pad,
Oh,
which I'm standing on now and waving. Very cool. I have to buy all these blueprints. Wait, did you just build a... Oh, okay.
What happened?
So I was walking by your base, and it just, I think, wasn't finished building it all the way. So I'm walking by, and then the corridor just kind of builds itself out of nowhere, connecting the two. This is nice, bro.
Thank you.
I like the purple lights.
Thank you.
This is really cool. I will one day get to this level. But this is
I
great
think I'm just going to
inspiration.
be rebuilding it soon.
No, I mean, yeah, definitely. Always improve ever upwards. That's a big refiner. That's what she said. Do you have a refiner in every room? Golly. Batteries, batteries, batteries. Yeah. How do you not have enough power to do stuff? You have a bunch of batteries all charged up.
Great question. I don't know. I just came in the one time and it, yeah, I'm going to drown. Okay, great. Which way is up? Can I get out of the, water before I die?
Yeah, stay still and then boost. You'll always orient when you stay still, and then when you boost up, you'll just
There we go.
go up.
Okay, so I'm apparently supposed to... God, I have too much crap on me again.
Yeah, yours has a lot of levels. It has 3 levels, has a nice purple lighting. Yeah, you gotta build your farm now. This is great, man.
Collect Hadal core. What is a Hadal core?
I don't know how to get out.
There's a lot of doors.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, you're not wrong, though. There is a lot of different hallways and such, but... Sad thing is I'm going to just rebuild it anyways, momentarily, probably.
No problem. I like it. How'd you get everything purple? Oh, that's right. You can change the colors of the panels.
Yeah.
Now I remember. Now I remember.
Use the analysis visor to search for alluring specimens. And then collect them underwater. Really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
So, underwater.
Well, it says collect Hadal core 05, and that I'm supposed to find these things, but I really don't know what I'm doing. What can I do without? Mordite. We'll just get rid of Mordite, I guess.
Yeah, I never seem to use it.
Okay, and that was not a Hadal core, so I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Confused again. Honestly, I'm getting so very confused by this thing.
Oh, what's it asking you to do?
So it says Specialist Gifts, collect Hadal Core 05, use the analysis visor to search for alluring specimens and collect the specimens underwater.
Okay. Alluring specimens you'll find at random. But they'll actually say it come up in your visor. So
What do they look like? Like an animal, or?
They kind of look like a plant with tentacles. I guess that's the best way to...
And also it's toxic water, so I'm just like burning through. That one?
What you can do to make this a lot easier, go back to the space anomaly and craft it and get the blueprints for a submarine.
Look at you making sense in the past.
Oh.
What a voice. Oxygen levels critical. Yes, yes. Drowning again. What was that? Lord only knows. Cytophosphate, carbon, oxygen. I just don't get it. Like, I would imagine I would have actually bumped into one at this point.
Yeah, they're few and... It's totally random. Like, I went to 2 different spots, not looking for them, and of course that's where I find them the most. And the things that I'm looking for, I went literally halfway across the planet and found them with no problem. But if you see things like the clams, and if you see
armored
things
clam,
like,
I saw an armored clam.
So they're sometimes around those, but it's all, you know, just one of those random things like you see, you know.
Really hate this mission. In America, there are no cats.
No cats in America.
And the streets are paved with cheese.
Well, I can absolutely say that there are cats in America. I have 2 of them.
Somewhat accurate. Where is this thing? How much? 36. Okay. I have to go back up to the surface, and then I can come back again. Wondering if those Hadal cores are under the humming sacks or something.
Yeah, once you get the Exocraft, your life's gonna be a lot easier.
Oh, why would I do that to myself? I could just torture myself endlessly.
You could do that.
Okay, literally.
Do you have the oxygen module that lets you stay underwater longer?
I don't know, probably not.
Oh man, you're killing yourself. No, I would pause on that mission. And
Really, really could have used some credits. That's the problem.
I hear you. Alright, I need to get back to... Does the space anomaly stay in the same place where you left it?
Until you move it.
Okay, good. That is good.
But you can move it wherever you feel like.
Nah, I'd rather keep it in the last place I jumped. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I move it all the time.
Just as like a marker. The furthest place I jumped, I leave it there. Oh crap, what am I doing? I'm not lifting anything. And there's a load screen. What am I doing? Actually, I should do...
But
the wing of my spaceship got embedded in my base somehow. That's funny. Anyway, yo, that's crazy. You can see the space anomaly with just your visor, just by looking up. That's funny.
okay, can I leave now? I had to abandon the mission. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I am back.
That you are. That
Yeah.
you are.
See? I don't know what it is, but yeah, I have all 7 systems I've been to the bases of.
That's good. Be happy you can do that.
But like I said, I am going to dismantle my base at some point here.
to the space anomaly. Yeah. Where are they? Yeah, whenever you head back to the space anomaly, just get blueprints for the...
Well, I have to actually go and collect, Oh, wow. That's cool. Sorry, I'm just looking at some of the parts that I researched. Oh, wow. That is... Yep, I'm going to have to dismantle pretty much this entire base and rebuild it.
Cool.
But it's going to look so cool. Yeah. Well, this is going to be great.
So, you unlocked all the large prefabs, right?
I have several more I need to unlock.
Okay.
Let's see. Storage. Deuterium, storage, cobalt. Let's keep it. Circuit board, you can be sold. Batteries, let's go. Storage for now. Wait, hold on, let me look.
Oh man, I'm only 2 away from the Minotaur. That blows. Anyway, but I honestly need...
I need a wiring loom. That's idiotic of me not to have those. So I feel like I need to go to another planet or something because as of right now I don't even see any salvage data anywhere close to me or you.
Okay.
Because I've collected so much of it. Somebody's medic alert bracelet's going off.
That's what it sounds like, right?
You okay, Brandon? Well, of course it was.
Oh, they have mining lasers for these things too. Oh, this is great.
For what? The submarines?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Time to find a planet to get some salvage data on. Where should I tool around this planet and see if I can find any?
Oh, which one? The one your base is on?
Yeah. See, I did this the other day and I couldn't find any. Well, I mean, I did find some, but I ended up, like, taking all of it, so it's not like there's that much left. Nope, I'm gonna find another planet. What's on this planet? An ancient ruin?
How do you make phosphorus? Is that something you just find?
Let me land and then I'll check real quick. I'm pretty sure you can craft it, but otherwise there's certain planets that would have it more than others.
Gotcha. Oh, so that's what acid's for. Okay.
What's it for?
This is good. For the Minotaur.
Of course, I think I put it into...
No, it's just for upgrading it. I mean, it's not... You don't necessarily need it to get it initially.
Typically found on planets with a scorched environment.
Okay.
And it's a local mineral extract.
Oh wow, a light box. I can build walls of light. Wow, a moon pool. I see what you... Tubes. Chairs, flags. What's the mineral extractor? Oh, that's fucking great. Wow, I'm an official farmer now. Now I can grow stuff.
Just realized I had this muted for like the past 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah?
I was saying I can't quite figure out what it is I'm doing on this planet. There's like these ancient fragments, and when I find one, it gives me an ancient key.
Yeah, so you need 3 of those.
I have a lot more than 3 now.
So in the same vicinity, there should be like an ancient chest, and you should be able to open it and get a artifact that's worth a lot of money.
What does it look like? Because there's like a little building, but there was nothing in it but some vases.
Yeah, keep looking. Use your visor too.
Salt deposit, dioxide, gravitino ball, large artifact crate.
Yeah.
Must be it. Oh, bye, Brandon.
How do you pronounce his gamer tag?
Olive Loaf.
I don't know. Olive Loaf. Gotcha.
But you can't tell what he likes.
What is Olive Loaf? I don't know what that is.
Well, from what I know of, it's a luncheon meat that has bits of olive in it.
Oh, it's like pimento loaf then.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Do you know what deuterium is? DEUTERIUM.
Like what it is in the game?
Yeah.
I have some, but I put it in my storage. Give me a moment to harvest a couple more technology modules, and I can head back to my base. And oh, that one's far. Where was the... Welcome back. But deuterium... Let's see, did I put it anywhere where I can get to it? You know, you're not wrong. Yeah, I sure didn't. Alright. So, there's like 2 more salvage data I see right here in the area. So I'm going to grab those, and then I'll head back to my base, and I can let you know what it is. And how to craft it. Or where to find it. Okay, I'm gonna make a quick side trip because there's something. There's an observatory right near where I am, so.
Yeah, check it out.
But I wonder, should I get my ship now? I'll just. Have you learned the trick to do the melee and then use your jetpack to move quickly?
Oh yeah, lifesaver.
Right? Oh wow. That is no little observatory, that's for sure. That's right, Sentinel. You just keep on walking. I mean, you should. I mean, they're the worst. Well, I'm glad I came here. Apparently, the observatory let me discover some world that with unknown coordinates. Interesting. Where's my ship? Ow.
What happened?
Hazardous plant. And it pissed off a sentinel that was chilling nearby. Apparently that's the nature of this planet I'm standing on, is piss off sentinels by doing anything.
Oh, I kind of have to. That's the next 2 missions are requiring Pugnium or whatever.
Well, you should have been on this planet. There's tons of sentinels around.
Oh, I know her.
Don't know what dioxide necessarily is, but here we are getting some. Alright, there we go. That was fun.
Did you find that ancient relic thing?
The which one?
Did you find that relic?
Like the cargo thing you told me about?
Yeah, with the keys?
Yeah. I found that a while back.
Oh, good.
Sorry, I could have been when I was muted when I told you it.
Could have. It could be a thing. There you are.
Okay, that's weird. How do I get there? Oh, this is very annoying.
So that's what the shield is for.
Which shield?
The personal force field. Because when
They're not dying? Okay. This is seriously going to upset me. I'm in a cave, and there's a buried technology module, but it won't let me dig where I am. So it's like right underneath me, but I can't mine here apparently. And I've gone in several directions now trying to find ground that I can dig through to go down, but there is none. This is just the worst. I'm just gonna get off this planet. That's what we're gonna do. You know, sometimes I get stuck in these little weird side projects of mine, and it gets very annoying trying to get out of them again. But eventually, I will dig my way out of this mountainside and get back to my ship.
Excellent.
Come hell or high water. 20 units away from my ship, and I still can't get there. City Station Minor. Alright, what was it you were looking for?
Deuter, DEU, Deuter, I don't know how to pronounce it. Deuterium or something, DEU, something like that.
Alright, deuterium. A stable hydrogen isotope used heavily in both small-scale fusion reactors, neutron scattering shield technology. It very rarely occurs naturally. Most of the supply comes from processing of dihydrium and tritium in refineries. So you need to get tritium and dihydrogen and use the fancy thing that I made for you.
Fancy? The refinery. Yes, fancy thing. So, what were the two? So, dihydrogen and...
tritium.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, actually pretty easy to find things.
So as long as you can hide from them, they won't chase you. Good, good, good. So, shut up some sentinels.
I hope not on a planet you liked.
Not really. Not when you have a geology cannon.
Yeah, I don't know what triggers it, but the buried technology modules have reappeared around my base.
Good.
At least enough of them to So AJ, are you just killing the sentinels? Is that your deal now?
Oh no, that's part of the mission. That's the... This is to get the... No, I don't pick fights that much.
I do with every space pirate I can find.
Reminds me of Elite. I gotta get to work on that. Sidewinders just sitting at Moss and Dock.
Still can't believe you restarted. I really
yeah.
should do that too.
Well, there is. Why is there a dead dinosaur there? Anyway, um, there is a way to transfer, but you have to delete your PS4 account, and then they
My
transfer. They
whole
only transfer the
PlayStation
money.
account?
No, your Elite PlayStation account.
Huh.
So, and they transfer only the credits. None of the ships, none of the progress, none of the ranks, none of nothing.
I mean, do they...
Just your credits.
No, I'm not. No, I've got an
Yeah.
elite rank. I'm not...
Nope. Me neither. So, and plus, I mean, I only had 100 mil of assets, which I can make in a weekend. So there's like no point. So maybe if I had spent more time and gotten like 1 billion credits or something like that, then yeah, maybe, but no. And plus, and it takes 7 days. So
Really?
yeah. So I mean, you can. It is possible, but it's again not worth it. Not worth the trouble. Might as well just start from scratch, using all of my ability that I have now. See, this one place I went, which is literally the first base I built, had Sentinels, Cave Marrow, and Cobalt all in one place.
Nice.
The 3 things I needed were all here. So the rank 1 Sentinels, no problem. You know what? I'm gonna go get that Triceratops.
Befriend
You
him.
actually might be a good pet. Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. And plus, this place has a lot of those, what you call it, buried, what have you. Oh, I didn't throw away my pellets. Good. Good.
Yeah, I tend to have space issues, so that was very relatable.
Oh, he's feeling melancholy. How can I cheer you up, bud?
Give him love.
Aw, all he needed was some love. Damn, Ryan, this thing is insane. How'd I run out? Oh, that's right, I died. That's why I ran out of so much carbon. Whoa.
You didn't go back to find your corpse?
Of course I did, but it still takes stuff.
I didn't think it did.
Unless I just use all that carbon in creature pellets, which is entirely possible. Oh, you can make them run too? Dude, why didn't I do this before? And they're immune to the plants. Oh, good. Even better. Probably need more cobalt.
Can really never have too much cobalt.
This is true. Alright. Suggest direction. I love that. Suggest direction. Well, I don't think we can get those beach ball things as pets. I tried for a while.
Very sad. I really wanted one of the beach ball ones.
Yeah, I agree. Alright. Oh crap. I was not inside, was I? I keep forgetting. I got spoiled by those paradise planets. Alright. Battery's good. Yeah, I'll have to come back to this base one time. And actually, oh yeah, did I get spoiled?
Haven't we all?
Oh, so they have their own stats. And you can dismiss them if necessary. Damn, he's elderly, so he may not be around anyway.
Well, what's elderly for a Triceratops, though?
Yeah, good point.
Oh good, I learned the Korvax word for disaster. We should be fine from now on.
Disaster?
Yeah.
Leo's enjoying the lights, so I can't even get up and do my set. He's bugging out. Hello. You like the lights, don't you, pretty kitty? Pretty kitty. Loves the lights.
He loves
Not anymore, I think.
He loves the light. Yeah, I really wanted a beach ball for a pet.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe in a future update.
Wow. They put my ship right in the middle. I gotta take a picture. This
They put it
is
where?
too funny. They put it in the, like, half in the base and half out. That's so funny.
Oh yeah, I've had that.
That's funny as hell. So I got blueprints for the microprocessor and the large refiner. Good.
Oh good, I learned the word for failure, so...
Shut up.
What?
You want to go for pizza on the 17th or 24th?
Between the two, I guess the 17th. Okay. Oh. Custom beacon it is. I ran out of space in my inventory. So
Yeah.
I have to bring my ship in so I can go turn them in at the anomaly.
Okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna pack it in for the day. Made a
So why
lot
don't
of
you
crazy
text me
progress.
next time when you're going to get on?
I'm probably gonna be on later. Are you gonna be around?
Yeah, probably.
What
Send
time do
me
you
a text
usually?
message.
Because I know you play Battlefront around 9ish, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So anytime before that should be theoretically, knock on wood, okay.
Okay. Let's see. So it looks like this planet's too warm for the. Alright, not a problem. I'm gonna need him more on the other spot anyway. Okay. So. So I have to find an armorer in Viking space. Okay, that's not a huge deal. Alright, so the last thing I do.
Oh, I could research more storage units.
Oh no, the one that you made was good.
No, I mean you can have up to 10, I think. So I'm saying I could do that instead of researching more of my construction things.
Okay.
But then again, I could also start researching like all these metal pieces so I can design more than I have been.
So I have
I
all
don't
this
know, it just
condensed
doesn't look
carbon.
as nice.
Direct.
Okay, I'm gonna research the hydroponic tray. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that I just made.
And what do you do it, like, what do you get? So,
So
if
the
I put,
plants that you grow, the plants that you grow give you items.
like, items like themselves, like, the fungal cluster gives you a fungal cluster?
I think so. Hydroponics. Let's make some metal. That's the problem with this game. You get sucked into doing like other shit. Yeah. What time is it now? It's like 5. Yeah. I'll probably take a break and come back at 6. What the How am I all out of copper? I gotta put one of those moon pools so I can
What was
just
that?
jump in the water. There's a moon pool. Um, Alright, bud. I'm gonna take a break.
Alright.
And I will text you once I jump back in.
Sweet. Sounds good. Talk to you soon, bud.
Alright, see you later. 16 seconds? Yeah, that's good. Damn, I've been on this way for a while.